הרבה אנשים שאלו אותי מה עלה בגורלם של משפטי נירנברג 2 שהוצגו על ידי העורך דין הגרמני הפלילי ריינר פלומיך בשנת 2020. מה עלה בגורל המשפטים האלה היום? אז שלום לכולם, כאן העיתונאי החוקר שי שלי, ויש לי כרגע עדכון לגבי משפטי נירנברג 2. אז קודם כל, אין שום בית משפט שהוקם שנקרא נירנברג 2. נירנברג 2 הם למעשה כינוי למשפטים בעולם שהתנהלו נגד המגפה בארגון הבריאות העולמי ונגד חברות החיסולים בטענה שהם נשק ביולוגי להשמדה המונית, וכל העיסוק וכל התביעות נגד המגפה המדומיינת, נגד הצעדים הקשים שהממשלות העולם נטלו ונגד הנשק הביולוגי להשמדה המונית שמכונים חיסוני קורונה. אז עכשיו אני השלמתי תחקיר ואני יכול לתת לכם מידע אמיתי של מה שקורה עם התביעות האלה. אז מה שקורה למעשה זה שבשנת 2021 ריינר פלומיך ביחד עם עוד משהו כמו עשרות מומחים רפואיים ברחבי העולם בתחום של חיסונים ורופאים ומדענים, כאשר הבולט שלהם זה ארקדי בארקד, אני מקווה שאני אומר את השם נכון, מגרמניה, ועוד שהוא אימונולוג במומחה רפואי. פתחו 3 תביעות אזרחיות, אני חוזר, לא תביעות פליליות, תביעות אזרחיות נגד ממשלות העולם, נגד ארגון הבריאות העולמי, וכמובן נגד חברות פייזר. יש גם אינדיבידואלים שמוזכרים במשפטים האלה, כמו קלאוס שוואב, ביל גייטס ועוד שמות בולטים שאחראים לפשעים נגד האנושות. אותם תביעות אזרחיות שהן כרגע תביעות אזרחיות נמצאות עדיין תחת בירור משפטי ב3 מדינות. נתחיל במדינה הראשונה, בבית המשפט המחוזי בגרמניה. המדינה השנייה זה הבית משפט פדרלי בארצות הברית, שהוא פחות או יותר מקביל ברמה של בית משפט מחוזי, במחוז שנקרא קולומביה, וושינגטון DC, ובית המשפט השלישי בקנדה זה במחוז אונטוריו, בית המשפט העליון של קנדה במחוז אונטוריו. בגרמניה המשפט הוא קצת יותר מהיר, הוא כבר הגיע אחרי 4 שנים לשלב של עדויות, כאשר המומחים הרפואיים מסרו עדויות, ושוב, מאחר ומדובר בתביעות אזרחיות, בתי המשפט האלה רשאים לקבוע עונשים שהם לא עונשים פליליים כמו תביעות פיצויים, אבל כמובן שלבית המשפט שמורה הזכות בסופו של עניין להעביר את שמורה הזכות לטעון שמדובר כאן במעשים פליליים, בפשעים נגד האנושות, ולהעביר את המשפט לטיפול פלילי. מה שכרגע הוא, ואני מדגיש, חשוב שתבינו, הוא נמצא כרגע בבירור אזרחי. ההתרשמות הכללית שלי שהכל הולך בדלתיים סגורות. בינתיים העידו מומחים משפטיים בתחום של מומחים רפואיים, מומחים מדעיים ומומחים סטטיסטיים, שטענו שהחיסונים הם לא יעילים ובטוחים, ושיש עלייה בתמותה, משמעותית בתמותה במדינות העולם כתוצאה מחיסוני הקורונה, ושהם נשק ביולוגי להשמדה המונית. וכמובן אני ציינתי גם את העניין של העדויות שכרגע נשמעו בבית המשפט המחוזי בגרמניה. זה כרגע מה שקורה. בבית משפט בארצות הברית, בבית משפט בקנדה, ההליכים כרגע הם בהליכים ברמה של הגשת מסמכים, זאת אומרת שבית המשפט כיתת רגליים, הוא עוד לא התחיל לפתח את המשפט, זה עוד בהליכים של מסמכים, אין עוד שלב מקדים, אנחנו עוד לא יודעים לוח זמנים, מתי אמורים להגיע שלבים מתקדמים של המשפטים, כמו שלב עדויות וכו', אבל חשוב מאוד שתדעו שכרגע 3 בתי משפט ברמות עליונות, בדרג עליון, כמו בית המשפט העליון באונטוריו בקנדה, וכמו בית המשפט הפדרלי בארצות הברית, ובית המשפט המחוזי בגרמניה, התביעות האלה נמצאות תחת בירור, בגרמניה זה מתקדם, הערכות מדברות על עוד כמה שנים עד שבית המשפט יקבל החלטה, מאחר והם טוענים שמדובר במשפטים מאוד מאוד מורכבים, כל זמן שהממסד המדעי נעמד על הרגליים האחוריות שלו וטוען בתוקף שהחיסונים הם יעילים ובטוחים, ויש מלחמה של ממש שם בבתי המשפט. עד כמה שאני מבין, בית המשפט בגרמניה פתוח, מאחר במדובר בתביעה אזרחית פתוח לאזרחים, אז אנשים יכולים להשתתף שם בדיונים. לגבי ארצות הברית וקנדה, כרגע זה סגור לאזרחים, כי זה עוד, המשפטים עוד לא ממש החלו. זה רק ב4 שנים הם כרגע מרחו, רק בלקבל מסמכים, ולמרות שכל העדויות, ריין פלומיך הגיע עם כל העדויות, ריין פלומיך לא לבד במשפט הזה, לצידו יש צוות מאוד מרשים.
Well, good morning. This is Jim Ferguson. I wanted to give you all a little bit of an update. I attended the court case at Leeuwarden, and it was really quite remarkable because of what was being said in terms of the whole COVID pandemic, the rollout of the mRNA gene therapies, sometimes they called them vaccines. But you know something, it was really quite astounding to hear certain terminology being used, and against people that are very well known in the public eye, like Bill Gates, like Albert Bourla, the CEO of Pfizer, Mark Rutte, the former Prime Minister of the Netherlands, who's now heading NATO, as well as others like Klaus Schwab of the World Economic Forum. There was accusations of genocide, biological weapons being used, collusion with the media. In fact, there are 2 journalists who've been named as being colluding with this whole narrative as well. And this is something that is going to develop further. I mean, we are starting to see the cracks beginning to show. And I've been contacted by a lot of people in other countries that are very, very interested in what's going on here. This could be the opening salvo in getting to the truth, getting to hold the people who were involved in this accountable. These are very, very serious accusations. And if they are borne out, then we're talking about crimes against humanity. Now, the last time these types of accusations were made was at Nuremberg, after the Nazis were defeated and many people stood trial. This could lead to a new Nuremberg trial, a Nuremberg 2 if you like. So it's worth watching. I mean, we're going to be covering this, we're going to be giving a lot more analysis, but the wording that was used in the court was leaving no one in any doubt just how serious these accusations are. And all of these people, with the exception of Bill Gates, sent their own lawyers to listen to the evidence, to try to counter it. But if the judge makes a judgment, as they said they will, in approximately 6 weeks, once they've had a look through the mountains of evidence that was being presented to the court, then I think it's going to develop further. And there are so many people taking an active interest in all of this internationally now as well. I want to thank the Dutch people for the incredible welcome that I received there when they saw me there. They were very keen to get me into the court. Of course, Micah ter Horst, another top lawyer and a friend who I've gotten to know over the last few years in the Netherlands, was able to get me access into the courthouse itself as well. And she was sitting beside me, and I was listening intently to everything that was unfolding. So thank you to the Dutch people. We are standing absolutely shoulder to shoulder with you. I want to thank Edward for the interview that he did with me and the others. And I'm going to be going back to the Netherlands, you know, to get more information and to find out exactly what judgment is going to be made. But we could see Bill Gates, we could see Albert Bourla of Pfizer, we could see Klaus Schwab and all these others being summoned to the court. And of course, if that happens, they might go on to the stand to give evidence, to counter the things that they've been accused of. But these are really very serious accusations. And what's incredibly important in all of this is that Arno van Kessel, the lead lawyer, was arrested at his home 4 weeks ago by specialised armed police officers. That's right, they blindfolded him, they handcuffed him, they detained him, they took him in, and they've put him into a maximum security prison without charges. They're just holding him. They, in my opinion, tried to stop this court case from going ahead. What is it they're so frightened of? What is it they're so terrified of coming out? Well, I think I know, and I think you probably know as well. But they failed to stop the court papers getting to the court, so the case was able to proceed. I also want to thank the millions of people out there, and yes, it's been millions. I've written articles over the last few days. Many of them have gone over 1 million views, and some have actually exceeded 2 million. So that is the level of interest that has been shown in what is going on here. I also want to thank the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people that reposted this, that have reached out to me and with the messages and the comments of support. I really do appreciate it. And I've tried to reply to as many as I can, but the volume has been so dramatic that I haven't had a chance to thank every one of you or to like the comments. But believe me, I very much do appreciate it. And part of that is because I'm no longer in the Netherlands. I flew back to the United Kingdom briefly, and now I'm in Ireland. And I've been asked to come to Ireland for a very specific purpose, and I'm going to be taking part in a series of meetings over the next few days. And this is really quite important. I'm here for a very specific purpose and reason. I can't go into too much of that at this point because of what is going to develop from this, but it is incredibly important. And I'll give you a clue. Unity is strength. So there will be more to be revealed on all of that. I'm very excited to be here. It's very early in the morning. I think it's about 6 o'clock. It's a beautiful, beautiful sunny day. And of course, I love Ireland. And I'm no stranger to coming to visit here as well. Once again, I've been made very welcome here. I had a wonderful dinner with friends, and I've got a bit of a journey ahead of me to go to where I'm meeting with quite a number of people to discuss the things that I'm here to discuss. But you know something, I feel that progress is being made. I think that the patriots across Europe, the patriots across America, the patriots around the world are indeed starting to unite. And that's been my primary focus for some time now, especially through Freedom Train International, which is now the largest and the fastest growing freedom movement in the world. We have ambassadors in multiple countries now. And we are starting to really get momentum building here. And it's so important that people do unite, that people come together, because it's the only way we're going to push back against the darkness that is the globalist agenda that is unfolding. It's all connected. The central bank digital currencies, the digital ID, the 15-minute gulags or smart cities as they like to call them, the geofencing, the control mechanisms. All of these things are designed to take away our privacy and our freedom and our ultimate destiny. But we're fighting back, and it's thanks to all of you out there who support me personally, who subscribe to the channel, who become members of Freedom Train International. When you go to the website freedomtraininternational.org and get signed up and subscribe there, you are fueling the fire, you are fueling the furnace, and it's starting to burn hotter and hotter and hotter. That freedom train is thundering down the tracks at an incredible pace now. So I just wanted to give you all a little bit of an update and to thank you for your incredible support. Not only do the people on my own particular channel support me and follow me and push out that content, which is incredibly important, but there's been thousands of new members to the channel. I want to thank each and every one of you. And it's like an international family, actually. We are uniting, we are getting people together, we are pushing things forward in a really quite dramatic way. And we're getting to the truth, and we're fighting for freedom, we're fighting for humanity, because, as I always say, this was, in fact, a war on humanity that was declared a few years ago. And people need to understand the darkness and the motives behind the people that were responsible for this. There was millions of people around the world who have lost their lives, who've been injured, their businesses destroyed during the lockdowns. The people responsible for this pre-planned this, and they need to be held to account. And that's why the court case in Leeuwarden was so incredibly important, maybe more important than any of us realise, because it's opening the door now to reveal their motivations and why they did what they did. But I believe justice is coming, and I want you to know that I'm fighting in the front lines for you and to get that truth out there and to let you know what's going on. So I'll probably keep it fairly brief at that, but I want you to understand that the next chapter is Ireland. I'm here for a very specific reason, and I'll be coming back again for multiple occasions to push all of this agenda forward. But it's exciting, and I'm delighted to be here with friends again. But once again, thank you to each and every one of you for your support, for helping to get the truth out there. It's incredibly important, because the lying mainstream media, they're not touching any of it. They won't go near it, because why? Well, they are part of the problem. They censor, they control the perceptions and the narratives. But the free, independent media are definitely getting the truth out there, and so are all of you. Well done to each and every one of you. You are quite literally an army of freedom fighters and truth tellers, and I appreciate every single one of you. So I will go now. I'm getting ready to head off. I need to get some coffee, get some caffeine into my blood, and then I'm off to fight and to do the next few things I'm going to be doing here. But I will be giving you an update. It's pretty exciting stuff, actually, I've got to be honest. And if we achieve what we're going to be achieving, hopefully, then I'll be telling you all about it in due course. Anyway, wherever you are in the world, stay safe, keep fighting for freedom, keep tuning in. There's a lot more to tell you, and I'll be telling you in the next few days. So until next time, this is Jim Ferguson, reporting from Ireland, the beautiful Emerald Isles. Erin go bra, unity is strength. And I'll speak soon to you. Thank you. Bye-bye for now.